I grew up as the only girl in a tribe of brothers and cousins. Interestingly, there wasn't a huge difference in expectations for me and my family. The sports were the same. We all were dancing, singing, shot put throwing, soccer playing, whatever they did, I did. And whatever I did, they had an opportunity to do as well. I think that's an important thing to kind of flag. I didn't know there were bias initially growing up when it comes to gender, because we all did the same things. My brothers had the opportunity to create, to be expressive. My brother Jared was the most beautiful soprano singer, and Reese nailed tap dancing a lot more than I ever kind of could grasp. We had opportunities that I will always be grateful for, and the concept of gender never made sense. I know I was one of the, if not the only girl playing for my soccer team, and then we hit a stage where girls and boys had to separate and have their own, and I didn't kind of get it, because that was my team, and I didn't understand that there was a thing in terms of that there was difference. Shout out goes to my dad. He taught me to box. He taught me to build. My neighbour, who taught me how to fix diesel engines. My grandpa, who would take us to the tip back in the day when you were allowed to do that, and find disposed items like microwaves and repurpose them. My mother, who was discouraged from education herself, because as a girl, what's the point? There's no need for that when you're going to be a wifey. And all of these people that I was surrounded by, who in hindsight intentionally ensured not just that I was able to access as a child all those things that typically a boy would get, but also encouraged in my brothers the full spectrum of opportunities. We had a task at school when I was in primary school where we had to list chores according to gender. What are the chores that dads are supposed to do, and what are the chores that mums are supposed to do? And I got it wrong. Not that I hold a grudge, because how old am I now and I still remember. But it never sat right with me that something like that something so simple could be ingrained even in education, even at my age. We were given the same opportunities as kids: singing, dancing, athletics, surfing. We built the house with our dad on a weekend, and learned literally from the ground up everything there is in terms of foundations and bricklaying and all the bits that I probably shouldn't have ever done at the age that I was, but that knowledge sits with me now. And the amount of bricks we carried wasn't dependent on whether you're a girl or boy, but just how many you could do before you buckle. I was privileged in the family that I have to not really get that taste of bias so much. Still there, not so much. I have always found myself in activities, soccer, flying, going out bush and playing at bivouacs, where I might have been one of the lesser in terms of gender. But it was never really an issue because it's always been the case, I guess.